An Australian politician set fire to the Contamine River to highlight a methane leak he suspected was linked to gas extraction. The dramatic scene quickly went viral, amassing over 2 million views. Located in Queensland near Brisbane, the Contamine River has become a focal point in the ongoing debate over the environmental effects of fracking. The movement to halt these extractions has gained support not only from authorities but also from residents across the nation. Sometimes nature's fury is a response to human actions. That's what happened in Myanmar in 2024. The water reservoir at the top was used for water storage from jade mining. But an accident caused it to rupture. The contents cascaded down the mountain, causing a terrible flood.
It's still there, and yeah.
On average, Wyoming sees about 12 storms each year. And the tornado season peaks in June.
Towards this thing, but yeah, anybody that knows me knows that this was going to happen.
Yeah, Mom sent me texts going, "You left me with a freaking out child. Get your ass back."
Well, you have another
No.
The last tornado I saw was on your farm.
Yep.
I know, this is awesome.
Dad.
I know, I've got the camera on it.
Oh my god, it's a fucking photo right in front of us. I know.
If it starts getting too close, though, we need to back off.
Yeah,
People dedicate their lives to chasing tornadoes. In this video, an amateur storm chaser managed to capture the birth of a new tornado. When you think of destructive natural events, fog probably doesn't come to mind. But check this out. In New Orleans, fog caused a pile-up on a bridge involving over 40 cars. 6 accidents in total. The cars were a mess. But luckily no one got seriously hurt. Being an Antarctic researcher is a challenging job. And this is just a simple walk from one module to another. The weather had a surprise in store for the French Riviera. Just before the 63rd Cannes Film Festival.
راعي لفلون ابوي، راعي لفلون. اول سيارة محمد يوصل هنا. انا مصور فيديو.
Hubo gente que salió despedida con los coches.
The roar of this landslide is so powerful that it sounds like a raging river.
Welcome to Wow Earth, where nature reveals its most extraordinary moments. From awe-inspiring phenomena to unexplained wonders, every moment is a one-in-a-billion masterpiece. Let's dive into a world where every surprise is one you'll never forget.
This landslide happened in the city of Bondipo in Nepal.
Air. Low. Low, man. Low. Oh, man. He was too. Man.
In the summer of 2024, a tornado formed right above a Russian airport. The damage was estimated to be at least $2.4 million. And from the ground it looked even more terrifying. Hail is a motorist's worst enemy each. Hail is a motorist's worst enemy. Each hailstone is a hit not only to the car but also to the owner's wallet. Sub-zero temperatures are rare in Bukuaran. On this day local divers weren't ready for the ice, and of course no one had winter tires. Even from this angle this video gives us chills. We can't imagine what the people on the boats experienced.
We better get out of here.
Check out this devastating flood in the Indian state of Kerala. It looks like there was never a house there. In this crazy video, nature decided to mess with some tourists while they were climbing the Kymen volcano in Russia. A powerful rockfall started.
Аккуратней! Еще один идет. Еще идет, аккуратней.
You might think this incident in Terran, Italy, was due to human error. But no. A strong current ripped the two boats away and carried them toward
È andata via.
In 2023, heavy rains in India caused rivers to overflow. Unfortunately, nature showed no mercy, and many houses bore the brunt of the devastation.
Пошли! Давай! Красавцы! Мужики!
Not many people understand the destructive power of water like sailors do. Just look at what they have to deal with during storms. Having a house by the river seems ideal, until it ends up becoming a house in the river.
That's crazy how much stuff is just built up right there. Oh. Oh my.
These Italian workers noticed signs of an impending collapse. They ran for their lives. A decision that likely saved them. Just seconds later, 350 cubic meters of rock came crashing down.
There is a freaking tornado out there. Oh my god! Ah! Oh my god, there goes the trampoline!
This lava flow might not be moving fast, but it's destroying everything in its path. Back in 2018, this eruption in Hawaii had residents watching in horror as the lava crept closer to their homes. This terrifying nighttime flood struck Scotland, proving that sometimes it's best to admire the scenery from a safe distance.
E incredibil. Deci este absolut incredibil. Este un nor imens.
Sometimes, it's best to admire the scenery from a safe distance.
Whoa, big explosion! Big explosion! Oh my God!
In January 2024, a sudden mud volcano eruption shook the whole village of Hipa in Dorgi. A previous earthquake was the cause of this event. Everything changed in a heartbeat, bringing about an astonishing scene. Morning came and it was there. A plain, leafless tree, without a leaf in sight. When night falls, the magic begins. Green leaves gradually appear, blanketing the branches in a lush cover. Turns out each leaf was actually a bird, its green feathers blending perfectly with the leaf's color. A flawless camouflage that awed everyone, making it feel like the tree was magically coming to life. On December 5th, a strange phenomenon took visitors at the Shanghai Mountain Scenic Area by surprise. Around 11 a.m., a dazzling cloud appeared, shaped like a dragon's head and a phoenix's tail stretching across the sky. Meteorologists explained that this glamorous scene occurs when light refracts and scatters through ice crystals, creating a spectacular display that few are lucky enough to see. While waiting for a bite, the fisherman felt something unexplained stirring beneath the water. The feeling was so intense that it drives him to leave in a flash. At first glance, you might think it's just a water balloon. But in reality, it's the egg of the Pakistan Brasiliana snail, a unique creature from South America. Able to lay from 200 to 500 eggs each time, their nearly invisible transparent shell helps them evade the predator's eyes. Captured in July 2022, the photo eye of the sand fox unveils the allure of the Kumukali Desert in Xinjiang's Bayangolan Mongol Autonomous Prefecture. With an over 4,000-meter average altitude, this desert stands as the world's highest desert. After heavy downpours, numerous lakes emerged across the desert, creating a surreal sight when viewed from above. A video captured water rolling and surging out of a pond quickly drew everyone's intrigue. A strange event occurred in mainland China on June 22, 2024. Many online users speculated, is a dragon about to leap out?
If you live near Seaward and often drive along Lowell Point Road, always stay alert for the rocks tumbling down the mountainside. This is an area where rocks can cascade down at any moment, leaving many on edge as they pass through.
This mesmerizing footage was captured at the International Space Station in the Southern Hemisphere's sky. From a cosmic view, this beauty truly makes us feel the vastness and endless power of nature.
The waterfall seems to hang in midair as a powerful gust defies Earth's gravity. The depths of the ocean hold untold mysteries we haven't fully unraveled, and a recent find in the marine world has taken the world by shock. Spotted off the coast of Japan, this creature resembles a snake, yet it gives off an eerie, otherworldly vibe we've never seen before. This creature, known as Helicosalpa, is one of the wonderful mysteries the deep ocean still keeps hidden from us. You won't believe your eyes, but hold on. This isn't AI or any visual trick. On April 23, 2021, a tornado danced through a rainbow, giving us an incredibly rare and breathtaking sight. What's your take on this? Let's dive in and share your thoughts below. This scene is like something straight out of a film. The dense clouds roll over the streets, shrouding the buildings in an eerie, otherworldly haze. It's the ideal blend of humidity and temperature, driving those low-lying clouds from the ocean right onto the land. Have you ever seen anything like this? This rock weighs 4, but the crazy part? It can actually float on water. This is all thanks to the unique structure of pumice stone. Pumice forms from lava, with countless air bubbles trapped inside. These air pockets lower the rock's density, allowing it to float on water. This mushroom, known as the haddock mushroom or the elephant dung fungus, is also called shimeji in Japan. This mushroom isn't just edible, it can be turned into a feast big enough to feed an entire village, with plenty left over. On an August day in Vietnam, under the scorching midday sun, a small tornado suddenly appeared, soaring nearly 50 meters into the clear blue sky, instantly grabbing everyone's attention. In the midst of calm weather, no one could have predicted that nature would craft such an unforgettable moment. The raw power and captivating beauty of nature came together, creating a moment so unbelievable to all those who witnessed it. In one episode of The Simpsons, the Simpson family encountered a gigantic sinkhole that suddenly opened up in the middle of the street.
Oh my God!
A ridiculously funny moment. But have you ever wondered if something like that could happen in real life? What if this was seen near the intersection of Memorial Drive and Gessner in western Houston? A tranquil morning suddenly shattered by a bizarre and unexpected event. In a split second, a chunk of land suddenly vanished, leaving behind a vast hole. Pretty bizarre, right? It's like The Simpsons saw this coming. This happened because of the shifts in the underground soil structure, a geological phenomenon that no one anticipated. 8 nearby families had to evacuate quickly before the sinkhole swallowed their homes. On September 14, 2020, a huge landslide hit Karakachi Mountain in Kyrgyzstan, causing the peak to wholly collapse. This area, home to most of the nation's coal reserves, sits along the ancient Silk Road, surrounded by the majestic Naran Mountains. This site reminds us of the critical need to protect the environment and the long-term impacts of resource extraction. When it comes to famous roads around the world, people often think of America's nostalgic Route 66 or Australia's breathtaking Great Ocean Road. But if you're looking for a one-in-a-billion road, check out Highway 315 in China. There is nothing but sand, rocks, and endless sky here. Imagine you're driving for miles and miles along a road flanked by the arid expanse of the Gobi Desert. But then, a mesmerizing scene unfolds. A shallow river with dark crimson banks, a unique color unlike anything you'd find anywhere else in the world. It's the result of sulfur mineral accumulation over thousands of years, creating such an eerie and enchanting scene, as if you're walking through a surreal painting where reality and dreams fuse. If you're looking for a one-of-a-kind experience, Highway 315 will be a great go-to destination. Let's dive into the heavenly beauty of Pink Lake, Australia, where vibrant pink waters create a fantastic paradise for kite surfing. This scene is so incredible. A frantic swarm of ants carrying white, rice-like specks. But they were actually eggs, pupae, and larvae, the colony's cherished treasures. Their nest was destroyed, and now they're doing everything they can to safeguard the next generation. The remarkable cloud scene was viewed from the west of St. George, Utah on June 4, 2023. Every great story begins with a humble start. On its journey through the earth, this drop of water picks up a tiny bit of calcium carbonate from the limestone. This is the tiny seed that sparks the formation of a stalagmite. This process happens over and over thousands of times, with each thin layer of minerals stacking up to create a tiny hollow tube. Stalagmites grow at a glacial pace, adding just about 0.1 millimeter each year. Can you imagine how old a 1 meter tall stalagmite would be? The answer reveals that these stalagmites started forming back in the Stone Age, or even earlier. So they can be as silent witnesses to Earth's ancient history. Tumbleweeds roll across the ground, scattering thousands of seeds in their path. They tumble with the wind, spreading seeds all around, ready to sprout and start anew. As stated by Deborah Iris, the genetics of this species are truly a key part of their resilient survival strategy. Famous, colossal waves crafted truly unforgettable, thrilling moments at Praia do Norte, Portugal. Riding a massive wave, Garrett McNamara not only conquered nature's raw power, but also shattered a world record, surfing a towering 30-meter wave. Beneath the sea's tranquility, a hidden miracle is unfolding on the floor. The relentless eruptions of active volcanoes give birth to new islands, rising from the molten earth. What makes this moment so extraordinary is that it wasn't a result of a one-night miracle. It took countless eruptions and thousands of years for the land to emerge from the sea's depths. During the long drought, Kokora Lake in Australia dried up, revealing an eerie shape. The locals call it the Tree of Life, a symbol of hope standing tall amid the harsh and barren land. A translucent sea creature named Cystosoma was accidentally spotted by a scientist from Oregon. This tiny creature, resembling a parasite, can lay up to 600 eggs at once, something rarely seen in the marine animals world. The spider is facing the very last moments of life as a fungal infection gradually overtakes its body. The von Karman vortex street is an aerodynamic phenomenon happening when air or fluid flows around an obstacle, like a mountain or an island. This occurrence is typically captured in satellite images, especially when islands or volcanoes lie directly in the path of steady air currents. Von Karman is named after the scientist who first detailed this phenomenon. The queen termite is 4 to 6 inches long, 300 to 1,000 times larger than the worker and soldier termites. With the sole job of reproducing and controlling the colony, they're often seen as the idle beneficiaries. Alongside the army of workers, the queen rules over a massive colony towering up to 9 meters, 900 times their own length. The annelid worm thrives in the deep sea, where light barely penetrates and temperatures hover between 2 to 4 degrees Celsius. Their lifespan is brief, lasting only until they reproduce. At this stage, they burst open to release their gametes into the water, and afterward, their bodies are unable to recover. The annelid worm's life ends after one thing: reproduction as its ultimate goal. The Gale crater on Mars looks like a giant sunflower when viewed from above. The crater was formed about 3.8 billion years ago after a powerful meteorite impact. With a diameter of 154 kilometers, it's one of Mars's most striking features. Water once flowed here, leading scientists to believe that ancient life may have flourished here. Amid Madagascar's arid landscape, the baobab tree stands out with its strange shape and resilient ability to survive. Even in the face of scarce water, the tree stands tall and thrives. The cracks and white fungal layers from Lasiodiplodia theobrome give the tree a unique appearance. However, this wonder comes at a cost. The fungus gradually shortens the tree's lifespan, making it unable to stand the test of time forever. The call of the sperm whale is truly unique, likened to the sound of a submarine deep beneath the ocean. These vigorous sounds, known as sonar or echolocation, allow sperm whales to communicate and navigate through the dark depths of the ocean. Their calls are emitted at very low frequency, helping them measure distance and track down prey. But their uniqueness isn't just in their hunting tool. It's also how they communicate with one another in the vast, deep ocean. Shymkent is Kazakhstan's third largest city, with a population of over 1 million people. This is one of the fastest growing urban centers in the country. But on July 27th, a devastating fire at the KMG Supple sulfur plant turned the city into a hellish nightmare. Blue flames danced like a scene out of a ghost hunting phenomenon. Many residents in the city couldn't help flocking to see it out of curiosity. The authorities had to call in fire crews to put out the flames. The situation grew increasingly tense as a heavy sulfur smoke blanketed the city. The measurements revealed that pollution levels had surged to alarming heights, up to 40 times beyond the acceptable limit. Thankfully, they all fully recovered in the hospital. Banda is a stunning stretch of sea nestled between Indonesia and Papua New Guinea. This area lies on the Ring of Fire, where tectonic plates collide and trigger powerful seismic activity. Unfortunately, a group of divers found themselves facing the seismic forces they had only heard about in stories. An earthquake of 7.2 on the Richter scale just shook the ground. The towering waves surging up from the deep-sea cracks unleashed a tumultuous spectacle. Sand and rubble swirled, shrouding the divers' vision. This isn't a nightmare they can wake up from. They clung tightly to the coral reefs, struggling to keep their balance amid the relentless shaking. I don't know how long the earthquake lasted, but all divers made it out safely. It's astounding to think that the ocean's powerful scene was just moments ago. When you see this rock, you might instantly think of a dragon's egg. But in truth, it's a 350-kilogram block of sodalite rock. With its impressive size and weight, this isn't just an ordinary mineral. It holds the power to change the course of its owner's life. Fishermen on Xiangtang River are no strangers to racing the tide, treating it as a golden chance to harvest fresh fish. Each time the tide rises, it's their moment to rely on the perfect blend of skill and luck. When the freezing conditions reach their peak, a bizarre phenomenon unfolds: giant snow pancakes. Its stunning beauty isn't just a result of the freezing cold, but also the forceful winds that swirl the snow into extraordinary shapes. These snow rollers, like graceful masterpieces crafted by Mother Nature's hand.